In our last session, we spoke about smart home skills, and although we'll be spending the majority of our time on custom skill development, I do want to tell you a little bit about the other capabilities that are available to you as an Alexa developer. So the Alexa API offers various different categories that you can see here, which you can develop different skills within. And so far, we've talked about custom skills and smart home skills. In this video, we're going to talk about the video skill API. Have you ever noticed when you ask Alexa to play music, she understands implicitly what you mean? For example, when I say, Alexa, play some jazz music.
Here's a station for jazz music.
She is able to figure out what music to play and where to play it from. But did you notice, though, that this doesn't exactly follow the previous format we spoke about? Remember, in the previous example, we actually had several different key components which make up the command. So we had the wake word, the launch command, and then we had the invocation name and the utterance. Well, the reason why we don't have to use it in this exact format is because behind the scenes, we are using the video skill API. The video skill API makes using video or audio content easy to use. It does this by figuring out how to consume content without specifying a specific skill. For example, a customer could say, Alexa, play jazz without specifying provider or device. Through the video skill API, Alexa knows what video devices and services a user uses and enables the user to interact across those devices and services by voice. The video skill API intelligently routes users to content that they want. And again, noticing the difference between custom skills and video skills, custom skills require users to invoke a skill by the name. This means that custom skills are not aware of a wider range of devices and services, so they do have some limitations. So essentially, what we're saying here is that video skills are even easier to use than custom skills. And so you might want to develop a video skill if you have a situation where you have devices or services which you need to interact with when you're developing your skill, which uses streaming content or audio. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say a video provider has a new release this season and you want to binge watch it completely. So for example, let's say this provider is Netflix and you want to watch Daredevil Season 3. If that provider, Netflix, uses the video skill API to create an Alexa skill, that content can be ingested into Alexa's content catalog. Alexa then interprets the provider for the content. When a customer says, Alexa, play Daredevil Season 3, Alexa identifies the content provider, Netflix, and works with you through the process of enabling the appropriate skill. Custom skills would force you to remember that Daredevil Season 3 came from a Netflix provider and make sure that they had that skill enabled to even invoke the custom skill and then ask the skill for the content, which is a lot to remember for your user. With that said, the emphasis and focus of the video skill is to make the interaction a better user experience and to make things easier to use in general. So developers should take advantage of a straightforward setup process for customers in this scenario by leveraging the video skill API. And these APIs, this set of APIs, should I say, is specifically designed for integrating video functionality. So it reduces the complexity that would normally be involved by remembering, again, the custom skill, the provider, the content, making sure that it's enabled. All of that gets reduced and therefore is a much straightforward process for the people who are interacting with your skill. And this video skill exposes a variety of functionality, searching and playback content, playback controls such as pause and rewind, launching an app from a GUI or shortcut, recording video content, channel navigation, and video catalog ingestion. All of these are different capabilities within the API. So let's describe a scenario of how all this fits together. If you're unfamiliar with the term actor, it is exactly pretty much what it sounds like. It basically represents a role that someone plays. In the case of the video skill API situation, we've got three roles or players involved. We have a user, we have the video skill API, and then we have the video skill itself. Now notice in this workflow, we have people, software, and even devices. So the customer, the person interacting with the Alexa device and the subscriber to your video service, you have the video skill API, which represents a service that understands the voice commands and converts them to directives, JSON messages that are sent to video skills, AWS that hosts the video skill code. The video skill code and configuration that interpret the directives and sends messages to a video app or device to complete the customer's request. So essentially, all of these work together and ultimately fulfill the idea of playing that jazz music. So let's try it one more time. Alexa, play some jazz music.
Here's a station for jazz music, all jazz, from Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. So as you may have guessed, I was the person interacting with the Alexa device, and I also intend to have a subscription-based service already configured and linked to my account on the Alexa device. And when Alexa sent that request, it actually interpreted this as a message or a voice command that was able to use the video skill API in this particular case to fulfill that request. And that happened because I was behind the scenes leveraging that skill to fulfill this command. So in an intermediate layer between the video skill API and the actual customer was the video skill itself. Now notice I never had to say specifically an invocation name, another giveaway that I was using the video skill. Because I was using this layer of abstraction, I didn't need the invocation name. In addition, it was able to figure out what jazz station to play. It was able to find that information and return it all capabilities within the built-in video skill API. So this allows us to have this interaction that's streamlined. Now, you may have also noticed in the event that I did not configure or link an account, you may be able to do this yourself without actually having to link anything. And that's because by default, if Amazon does not see any linked association, it will go automatically and leverage Amazon Prime to fulfill any video requests or any audio requests. So this is a layer of abstraction that they've already done for you behind the scenes. So that concludes this week's session on video skills. In our next one, we're going to take a look at flash briefing skills. And after that, we'll start getting more and more into the capabilities of Alexa. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.